And I'm back, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna go ahead and play some more Jade Empire, and I said that specifically because High Ground wrote that in the chat, so I decided to switch things up this time. Welcome to the stream, High Ground. How's the swimmers with those tricks? Yes, I will not be manipulated, even though I just was, but not in the way that you think or thought. Either way, here we go. So last time we got the pirates. We got them. We got Gao the Greater and this random Inquisitor dude. And then afterwards, we kept talking about cartoons for an hour and a half. Seems, some people enjoy that. Some people might not.
That's good wine you've got here, Ho. Not too sweet, not too sour, and it has a good kick to it.
I'm pleased you like it, though I'm afraid you like it a little bit too much. At this rate, we'll run out of wine before we get back to the Imperial City.
I hope you're joking, Ho. You don't want to see me when I'm sober. You really don't.
I have an ointment you should try. Put it under your tongue, and it will stop your desire for alcohol. Well, more like replace.
With what? How hard would it be to get more ointment?
More? Well, I suppose I hadn't thought about that. Let's see. Distillation, crop variation, slide to 3.
Too long or too stupid, I'm not sure which. Besides, why would I want to do that? That'd be like taking away my urge to piss. What's the good in that?
Urge to piss? With the urge, you still have to piss anyway. By the way, I've been meaning to try something. Let's see if I can do that right now. Also, I don't know if you're going to be able to actually see it on stream. Nah, it doesn't seem like you're able to see it. But I can. What I just did was I pulled up my NVIDIA overlay to check the performance and to monitor what my computer is doing. The game is locked at 30 frames per second. Sure, that's an old game. And I was right about this GPU barely doing anything. It's running at 41 degrees right now. The fans aren't even spinning because it doesn't need to. 36 watts, it's putting at 35 now. CPU utilization 12%, 10%. GPU utilization 6%. It is barely working. But that's basically the amount of GPU utilization when Windows is running on idle. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about here. It basically does. It basically has to do nothing at all. I personally want you to complete this game as fast as you can, so you can see something else.
That's it. You have everything you need.
Something
just let me know
else,
when you want to go, and we'll set the marvelous dragonfly to flight.
Doesn't matter what else I play, as long as it's not this anymore. How am I doing? Well, hanging in there. Had to go to a meeting today that, that's always draining.
Good. My beautiful dragonfly will finally get a real test. Let's hope those modifications hold up.
Well, okay, here we go. This route is play with enemy. I can do this. No, it wasn't a work meeting. I had to, oh my god. There we go. Okay, they're all coming into the center, so tune in there now. Oh my, big ships. They're dropping what appears to be air mines. Oh, what? Oh, okay. These are easy. For some reason I expect them to be hard. Well, the ship shooting in KOTOR was annoying just because of the controls. They were too tight. So they have ports for these type of things?
Have you seen anyone matching the description? The Lotus Assassins are getting impatient.
I bet they are.
They were very vague and wouldn't answer my questions. Are they even sure of who they are looking for?
Probably not.
Does it matter? Death's Hand himself seeks this one. Do you need any more incentive than that? Just question everyone. This person apparently caused a lot of damage in the south.
So, damage.
Here, what about this one?
Yeah.
At least it's a man, like they said. You, identify yourself.
Oh, no, don't worry. I don't
By
match the
order of
description
the
at all.
Emperor and the Lotus Assassins, state your name and purpose for being in the Imperial City.
Call themselves the Lotus Assassins out in public. A simple travel.
We are questioning everyone who has arrived in the city recently. You bear a resemblance to someone we are looking for.
I find that hard to believe.
I don't know. He is tattooed in a similar way. The clothes could be the same. It's not enough to be sure.
Like shirtless? There are plenty of people walking around
You
shirtless.
could hold him anyway. It's not a good match, but the Lotus Assassins would leave us be for a few days while they question him.
Is there a problem here, Captain?
Yes. Is there?
Well, is there?
Yep, that's her.
No, Princess Leanne. We were questioning this
She's a
traveler by order of the
princess.
Lotus Assassins.
There is no need to pursue this questioning any further. You may go.
My apologies, Princess, but I was ordered to detain anyone even vaguely matching.
Captain, this man is here on a personal matter of mine that does not concern you. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Princess Leanne.
Protecting me.
Then unless you wish to be transferred
Yay.
to the wall, you will leave and continue your search.
No, not the wall. Where do you
Well,
think this is?
we
Isis?
meet again. I've watched your progress. It seems I underestimated you in Tian's Landing.
You know, these are all handmaidens who...
I have no doubt that you will make
And
as
keep a
much of an
secret.
impact on the Imperial City.
Silk Fox! Yeah, say it for the people in the back who didn't hear you. Interesting guys, but what name should I refer to you?
No, guys, I assure you. You have the honor of addressing Princess Leanne, the Heavenly Lily.
The Heavenly Lily.
It is, as you can see,
I guess
customary
Lily is
to
a
bow in my
flower.
presence.
Nah.
Your explanation lies in the simple bow you have given. Everyone around me kowtows low, obeying my whims. Honest opinion is rare.
So you're
That is
surrounded by
why I
yes
often
men.
travel without official escort, and occasionally present myself as someone less bridled by the rules of the court.
Right, and all these people can hear you say that too.
You understand why I don't go into detail here in the street, don't you? With what I have to tell you, I don't want to lose that option of disguise.
Whatever. Talk somewhere
That
else.
would be best. I trust the servants I keep, but this is best discussed away from the open street.
Right. That dude is standing right
I
over
will
there.
not speak the location
And
aloud.
that dude in the back.
Take this note. We will meet nearby. But I must have a moment to acquire more fitting attire.
Such a scandal.
That is quite enough. We will continue this at a later time. We both have questions that we will need answered.
Why did that one just pass out?
I'm certain that my entourage would prefer that this take place in private. Your gruff nature is a bit too much for them.
Clearly. Called manliness. Enough for the pampering you demand. And the second one goes
You are
down.
incorrigible. Get up, you lot. I'll be embarrassed for myself, thank you. Save your false modesty for my father's court. Don't be too long. My message concerns your master, and time is very important.
For some reason, I half expected them to turn around and run. What do you want?
It would not have been proper for her to award it to you herself, but Princess Sun Lian requests that you accept this gift. She looks forward to your next meeting.
Alright. Thanks. Imperial favor and note from Princess Yang. And the game saver. His face reminds me of one of the female KOTOR protagonists' face. Which one? Chapter 3, wherein the Imperial City is revealed, Silk Fox reveals her station, and the Lotus Assassins are infiltrated. The marvelous Dragonfly bears you away from Tian's Landing towards the Imperial City. The fall of Gao the Greater and Assassin Lim will have far-reaching consequences, and your enemies will not let your actions go unanswered. Terrible forces gather ahead, and as you draw close, they will leave their mark as surely as you have left yours. Yep. With 3. Now. Gave me something that I can use. Yeah, Imperial Favor. +3 Spirit, +1 Charm, +1 Intuition. Increased chance for getting power-ups from fallen enemies. That was nice. This gave me 6 Spirit. Guess maybe there's a bit more balance. The power-up seems nice. The Charm and Intuition, I mean, I'm getting 5 Intuition from this. 5 Intimidation from this. 4 Charm from this. Okay, fine. We'll drop this and add the Imperial Favor. Right then. People have things to say, including...
I trust your plans go well, despite the dangers you face and inflict. Is there something I can do for you?
What do you think of... Yeah, I want to tell you about what Inquisitor Lim said about you.
That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus
That's a Star Wars
Assassins was
comic.
not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Oh, that's rough on me.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same.
You end up killing people.
Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand.
Your hands are scorched. So many deaths. So many.
Regret.
Regret.
I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions.
Was it their
Some
own will,
earn
though?
it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some
Power
do
is
not
the way of
respect
things.
either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
It would, right? Awaken Infinity, welcome to the stream. A Jade Empire anime. Maybe some Chinese culture. Still, I think it will work quite well. Because, I mean, it just came to my mind because yesterday we spent like an hour and a half talking about cartoons. What if they made a cartoon about... I mean, look at what game companies are doing these days. Fallout is about to get its own TV show. Cyberpunk, you know, blew up again because of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Now everyone's trying to get a piece of that pie, you know. Last of Us did it. And so you might think, yeah, why would Jade Empire do it? Jade Empire doesn't have a new game coming out. They probably never will. I think if they were to start developing a new Jade Empire game, they could try a different method. Give it a show to build up hype for the game. Almost like how they sold toys back in the day. You ever seen like a He-Man or G.I. Joe or whatever, those cartoons were basically like 20-minute commercials for the toys. What they really wanted to do was sell toys. She-Ra, or, you know, yeah, all that jazz. Why did you hate her so much? What made you turn all of a sudden?
There is a place for the enforcer, the man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling.
I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins,
I can imagine.
but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption.
Or when they killed for the Emperor's
You will see
good,
as you get close to him.
or when they killed for
He
him.
draws out
no.
the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see.
Okay, that's how they made their money. But although you have to use money in order to make money, because you know all these shows, you know, of course they cost money to produce. Like Last of Us, I'm pretty sure the production value on that was pretty high. But like I said, you gotta make money. You gotta use money to make money. Now you gotta invest, get more money. Cyberpunk, Edge Runners. I'm sure that show cost quite a pretty penny, even though it was Studio Trigger Animation. But game sales came in, and boom, money. Hey, they probably even made money on the show itself. You know, from it was on Netflix, so Studio Trigger made money animating it. So if the show itself is successful, then it'll be doubly effective because now you have a successful show and a more successful game. The Fallout TV show, though, I was thinking, what if so far these shows have been good, but what if they release one that's bad? Also, there was that Arcane show, and I'm not sure if it increased sales or I'm not sure how the game works. On if it increased revenue, let's say, on League of Legends, because Arcane is based on League of Legends. People have told me to watch it, but then I said I don't know anything about League of Legends. But they told me, no, don't worry about it. You don't have to know anything about League of Legends to enjoy it. So I don't know, maybe I will. I see nothing in what they do that would scare off a killer like you.
Ignorance does not make truth go away. It only hides it. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you.
Yeah, maybe.
For now, you should continue your search for a means to reach the palace. Your master will be waiting. I will answer if it suits me.
How powerful are Lord Assassins here?
They are as powerful as fear allows them to be. Not the specific information you are looking for, I'm sure, but you did ask about my feelings.
Indeed.
If their tactics have not changed, everyone fears them as children fear the shadows, never knowing what might come.
Alright. I dislike League of Legends so much, I never ever attempted of thinking of watching Arcane. I never played League of Legends. In fact, I've never played a MOBA game before. I had friends who were really into MOBAs back when it was just Dota. You know, the first one, the mod for Warcraft 3. But it never appealed to me much. So yeah, I'm sure, you know, someone puts it in front of me and says, "Here, try it." I'll give it a shot, sure. But yeah, I never bothered to go out of my way to try any of them. That were like outlaws in an army of the Emperor.
They are not
Go around
outlaws.
killing people.
Their orders come from Death's hand, and he is the will of the Emperor.
Is he now?
At least, that is how it was meant to be. Pardon my outburst. Every act of the assassins has the approval of the Emperor.
So
We were
what?
supposed to reflect his glory.
Doesn't mean they're a bunch of thugs.
That is why
Doesn't mean
some
they're not a bunch
actions
of thugs.
should never have been ordered.
Like the one that made you leave them?
The Lotus Assassins were once the Order of the Lotus under Prince Qin, spiritual advisor to the Emperor. During and after the attack on Dirge, changes were made.
And they were now called the Lotus Assassins.
As flames seared the sky, enemies of the Emperor faced a new threat, Death's Hand. He assumed command of our order, and we began silencing people. Some were killed only to serve as warnings. Others had done nothing except be near his enemies.
Huh. And you just went along with it.
I am no stranger to death. That alone is not enough to disturb me. But I see only weakness in targeting innocents, peripheral to the real enemy.
Which was what?
Weakness suggests losing the right to rule. Can you see how that shook my faith in the Empire? You seem to see why I had concerns. Perhaps you might understand. I have not said everything, and I have not yet decided if I will. But I see something in you that may set things right. We will see. For now, what else do you need?
Tyler Evans, aka Out of Commission, welcome to the stream. Late stream? It was daylight savings. Daylight savings time? Really? It was it removed? No. Oh. No, it kicks in during winter, right? Winter's coming to an end. So yeah, no, it was removed. I didn't realize. Maybe it hasn't been removed for us over here yet.
I think it's unwise to trust the Emperor's daughter.
Probably.
She acts without regard for her station, but she is a slave to it like we all are. What other truths might she have missed? She may have good information for you, but I suspect she has her own agenda. Be careful.
Don't we all?
Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. You got something to say about this demon you got inside you?
There is something here. Some evil thing has happened here. It beats on my mind, and the Guardian, he can't hold it back.
Huh. No, I won't let you do this. Oh no! Red versus blue.
You can't stop me from being here.
Damn.
I may not be able to leave, but I can talk and see. I see you, mortal. I've been watching you.
Well, that's not creepy at all. You must be the other.
Ha! I am Yasen, the other of whom Chaika and this girl speak. They have suppressed me ever since we inhabited this body. But this place is different.
Is it?
The evil around me has given me strength. For now, at least. And has opened potential doors.
What assassins are you guessing?
I don't claim to goodness, mortal. I hate your kind. But we can work together. If you help me, I shall help you. And I'll be much more valuable than the Guardian.
No, you just said you hate me. The first chance you get, you're gonna betray me. Well, the girl.
Bah! Who cares about her? She's just another insect. This is about what I can offer you when the time comes.
Yeah, you're offering me your hatred.
What? No! Chaika! You won't make me go! No!
He's making you go. Yeah, there he goes. You stay below, Yazen. Don't harm this girl or this world. And you, Spirit Monk, avoid him. For the sake of this girl, don't let him out. And she falls unconscious. But she gets right back up.
I'm sorry. They were fighting again. I'll be alright. Soon. Just give me time and I'll be alright.
Huh? Kinda got a Dremora voice. A little bit. Well. Woman. Something to say? I can't talk to her for some reason.
What? What do you want?
Panda bear, man. Let's talk more about
Too
what
much
happened to your
talking and
past.
thinking can be dangerous. I should know. I remember one cold winter I took a job clearing rats from a local monastery.
Sounds like Charlie.
I was supposed to make sure the pests stayed out of the sacred pools, but hunting rats one at a time is boring work. So I had an idea, a way to catch them all at once.
You started wearing a red hat.
I convinced the monks to give me some of their sacred wine, and I filled the sacred pools. I figured if I could get the rats drunk, they'd be so much easier to catch.
Would they? Okay, this should be good.
Nothing happened at first, so I helped myself to the wine.
Of course you did.
I passed out before the rats came. In the middle of the night, I was woken up by screaming monks and fiery explosions.
What the hell happened?
It was just the rats. The poor furry buggers were just trying to get warm near the monks' fires after their swim in the wine.
And they
Not a good combination.
Yeah, so they swam in the wine and drank it, and the rats exploded.
The monks wanted me gone. I might have deserved the blame, but the abbot insisted it was a sign from the gods and closed the monastery. See what happens when you think too much?
You end up closing down buildings? This is by far the most stupid thing I've ever heard.
Whatever.
Alright, Sky Man, what you got to say?
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Start Prime, welcome to the stream, homie. I was serving for those tricks. What's on your mind right now?
I haven't been to the Imperial City in a while. I traveled here some time ago in my hunt for Gao. In fact, this is where the hunt began.
I'm sure I know this guy's voice.
I've come full circle, and I think it's time to let go of the past and look forward. We have exciting things ahead of us.
Not so sure about that. I thought all these nobles and their fat purses is making you giddy.
There won't be much time for that sort of diversion, but I can't help see the potential.
Being a thief and all.
In my heart, I know my daughter rests as easily as any spirit now. Whatever happens, I have that. And if we succeed, I know she finds peace. If I could go back, I don't know if I would. I'm a different man now, and while I treasure the past, I look forward to the future with the same warmth.
You realize you may not have a future if you follow me. We all might end up just dead at the end of this. And wooing fainting noblewomen, don't you? Nah, I'm gonna go with the first one after all.
Bah, we'll find a way through any troubles. We're too resourceful to roll over and die.
How confident are you?
I'm excited to be back in the city. It feels like we're one step closer to our goal, but you know that better than anyone.
Do I?
You brought us to this point after all. Who else could have gathered this crew or found such a quick way out of Tien's Landing?
How long were we there? I'm special, yeah. I'm short bus special.
How do you manage that kind of humility? Some sort of special training?
Nah, I just beat my head against the wall. Years of intense meditation are required before you can say something nice.
It's good to see you still have a sense of humor. Some people mistake dry and boring for humble, and that's simply no fun. Given what we face, we need all the laughter we can get.
Yeah, his voice does sound familiar, doesn't it? But I can't make it out either.
Regardless, we have an empire to shake up.
But I know damn well that I've heard it before.
Let's go see how much trouble we can cause.
What are your thoughts on our current situation?
I don't know about you, but if a member of the Imperial family were leaving me gifts, I'd be mighty curious to learn more.
Of course you know. Especially since she's got fine ass like
again,
that.
The Scholar's Garden is full of more hot air than some flyers, so I can understand your reluctance to rush there.
Cam Clark. Right.
I was just thinking that we should keep at finding a way to the Imperial Palace. It's not that I don't want to talk, but I know time is of the essence, and I'd hate to hold you up.
Right. You're doing some calibrations right now.
I'd be more comfortable if we made some more progress towards the palace before I use up any more of your time with my thoughts. Of course. I'll be here.
Yeah, okay. This guy's gonna talk
I
about his
can't believe my
wife.
luck. I arrive home after being lost, only to find that my wife has gone off to visit relatives.
Oh, good. Yeah, I thought you'd be happy.
I am very happy indeed. Instead of dying upon my return home, I am free. Until she returns, of course.
Right, yes. Why'd you become a bun master if you're a master fighter? I mean, sure, I understand you couldn't drink anymore, but... buns?
You're beginning to sound like my wife. Where were you last night? Why were you talking to that woman? Why do you smell like a goat? Always with the questions.
Especially the goat part.
As I mentioned earlier, after becoming tournament champion for the second time, I was forced to marry my sponsor's nubile niece.
Right.
She is the reason I no longer fight. My disapproving dove did not care for my drinking, or for my friends, or my fighting, or my friends fighting. She believed I should settle
Or for
down,
you.
be more respectable.
Mock-ass tricks, trick-ass marks. And so you became... bun master.
At first I ignored her rebukes and continued fighting.
Right.
But I soon learned that she was not a woman to be crossed.
Why not?
Prior to one fight, my duplicitous Daisy drugged my wine. I don't remember much of what happened next, which is fortunate. From what I hear, it wasn't very pretty.
Well... poor you. You're whipped, my friend.
I spent the next several months under the tender ministrations of my doting wife. Needless to say, when I was well enough to walk again, I was more than happy to settle down.
Right, so you don't get poisoned.
As to why I became a bun master, well, it's a hard, thankless job that keeps me very, very busy. Very busy.
Making buns. That's encouraging.
We made it this far. How hard can it be from here? From what I've seen, you're more than capable of handling anything we're likely to encounter.
So what else has Cam Clark been in, though? I'm assuming that's the name of the voice actor. Sky's voice actor. The Street Gangsters Matter, welcome to the stream. How's the stream screen on Strix? I thought you were going down to Chile? Or was it Argentina? Something like that. Brothers, babies, and broke ass hoes hiding in bushes. How y'all doing? Well, you know, trying to hang in there. I mean, more tired than usual, but you know, it happens. How does Drunken Master?
Were you drunk when I told you last time? If you wish to use Drunken Master, bring me with you. I will throw you bottles of wine which you must pick up.
Right.
The effect of the wine wears off, but I will keep a continuous supply of wine flowing as long as you keep the enemies away from me.
Where do you get the wine?
Not now. Memories of my wife.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
As you said.
Come this way. You let me talk. There you go.
The Imperial City. I'd always heard how impressive it was. The stories didn't do it justice.
Yeah, that's alright.
This is all so much to absorb. I would appreciate your counsel if you have time to speak privately.
Well, we're doing that right now.
I don't mean to distract you. I just wanted someone familiar around me for a moment, if only to reassure me that we are still in the Empire I thought I knew. I have long dreamed of reaching the Imperial City, but now that I have, under these circumstances, I am more overwhelmed than ever.
He played Liquid Snake? I never got to play much Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear. Anything else? No, I don't think I've ever heard Liquid Snake speak.
But that's what is bothering me. We can't be a long way from home because our home is gone.
This is true, but home is where the heart is.
I can no longer say that what I see is strange or foreign, because I have lost what I would have compared it to. I am the one out of place now.
Wow. Not exactly. That's not exactly how that works, but okay.
I would like that. To know you will be there no matter what.
Oh, well,
I've never had that stability.
No matter what?
At least
That's
not
like
before
crazy.
joining the school. As a child, I was marked by
Look at that
ill
face.
omens, apparently named for them. The people in Two Rivers were polite, but many did not hide the discomfort I caused them. I was watched, studied. If someone's ox died within a season of me bumping my head, it was somehow my fault, and I was treated like a pariah.
40K.
How do you deal with being able to sense the spirit world when people make such absurd conclusions?
You deny up and down that you can do it, and just ignore them. Yeah, except that people feel they don't understand. That's how it works.
I cannot change who I am, I know. Perhaps I just have to let all of that go. It will not be easy. But I do feel that you have given me a strength I did not have before. I very much appreciate your support.
Sweet.
We should continue this discussion later. I have much to think about, and our work here has only just begun.
This is true. We only just got here.
The Imperial City. I never dreamed I would reach it.
I thought you said we were gonna talk later. Leonardo in the original 1987 TMNT? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What else? What else did he do? Demetri Guerrero. Welcome to the stream, homie. I was just trying to figure out tricks. Nice to see you here. Can you talk to the guy with the familiar voice again? I want to hear it. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Alright. What did you want to ask?
Get through her. Your feelings are very important to me. Who talks like this?
That is not really necessary right now. Although I do enjoy the attention.
I bet you do.
We have come so far together. Thank you for that. I've only been here as long as you have. I doubt I have any information you would find useful. All right.
The thing about what's happening right now.
We just have to keep going. That's all we can do.
I mean, there's nothing to say about
Don't go too far. I'd get lost
Princess
in the
lady.
city. I know it.
You get lost. Wish we could make it like Final Fantasy X. I'll just whistle. No? Or you just whistle.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
This is the guy with the familiar voice.
I don't know about you, but if a member of the Imperial family were leaving me gifts, I'd be mighty curious to learn more.
Out of a cartoon I've seen it.
Then again, the Scholar's Garden is full of more hot air than some flyers, so I can understand your reluctance to rush there.
Maybe a reboot?
Of course. I'll be here if you need anything.
Yeah, nah. Oh, sounds so familiar though. But I just can't place it. By the Outcrier?
What a wondrous flyer you have. You don't see any of that design about the city. Since they became more common among the nobles, flyers have been fascinating to me.
Have they now?
Allow me to officially welcome you to the Imperial City. I am Bai, the Outcrier, and I am here to direct you around our illustrious capital if you have any questions at all.
Dragon Age games?
It would be an honor to say that I aided someone who was greeted by Princess Sun Lian herself. There are several districts within easy walking distance. This area is the market district, and it is filled with all sorts of merchants and traffic.
Is it?
If you cross the waterway and turn left, you will soon come to the Gate of the Golden Way, a rich and luxurious place. The Golden Way is connected to both the Scholar's Garden at its far end and the necropolis, though no one would venture into those burial grounds without good reason.
Right. Ghosts and walking around. I'll figure it out.
A pleasure to be...
Yes, by the way. I think there's supposed to be a dude with John Cleese's voice and a gun somewhere around here.
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description. Keep an eye out for a bare-chested wild man with hair covering his back and arms. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed.
Oh, they're
this
talking about the
man
panda.
is very dangerous. Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
I guess I wonder what would have
all
happened.
these years together, and I never suspected you were the Scourge of the South. I'm sorry. I know it's not funny. At least they didn't get your looks right.
What? They're clearly talking about that panda dude. Guess I was wrong.
The Scourge of the South has destroyed whole villages in the South. Many innocents have suffered at the hands of the Scourge.
That's fascinating.
Where are those mercenaries?
I'm right here.
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
Sure, why not? If you're paying, then I'm buying.
I was told that there were some new warriors in town looking for work, though none of them matched your description. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
Ghost stories, not the actual ghosts that are currently walking around. Sounds like they just forfeited their job to me.
I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
Always. Money. Good.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
You could just take uniform off.
I see no problem hunting down criminals, so long as we don't draw too much attention to ourselves.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
And if I take them both out? Maybe we can get a better deal.
Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing?
Yeah, the code is called business. Empire won't miss a few extra coins.
I do enjoy going through this dance with each new contract. You've made your point.
There you go. Good man.
I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony.
See, that wasn't too hard.
A wise decision.
The
two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis.
Oh.
Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial Arena.
Right, the arena. I remember that. And I remember I used the gun a lot. Kinda. To finish it. I think. Or at least I used it to finish maybe the last fight. Something like that. Portal 90, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the swimmers good now, tricks? I'm prepared to play a mech RPG soon. Mech RPG. What's it called?
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis.
Oh, was I not to catch her earlier?
Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort.
You're making me do it.
The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash.
Okay. We'll have to take a word about that. Let's hear the details surrounding Creative
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city.
So it might
Lord
be
Rento
you.
is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial Arena if we needed her. You could start there.
Okay.
She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have.
Alright, well, I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
He voiced Dr. Mobius from New Vegas? Really? Sky voiced Mentats. Him? Apocalypse Frame is the RPG. It's fairly new and indie. Huh. How do you find a Master of Disguise? How do you find a Master of Disguise? Guys,
Out of
I guess
sheer
we'll figure
spite,
that out.
the Scourge flooded ancient ruins, wantonly destroying our very own heritage.
Right. He left out the part that you
Look at
drained
this
them.
place. So many people. This truly is the heart of the Empire.
Yep, it sure is. I know that guy's voice because he's Trask. Trask? Trask as in Trask from the X-Men Trask?
Wo kauso noka wo tarwe
I'm here from the country. I should know. Is that chicken? What the hell is that? It's a dog. Is that like a Pomeranian or something? Hmm.
My father lived through the drought. He can attest to the marvelous change Emperor Sun Hai has brought to the Empire.
Gate to the Golden Way. Oh, hold on. I got something for this. Take off the Imperial's favor. Scholar, read the book. Look at all that XP. Now I just put it back. Beautiful. Yakari 15, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the stream? Figuring out tricks. Is this restored content? Which planet is this? Yeah, this is planet Jade Empire. Restored content no one knew about. Not even Bioware. Or Obsidian Entertainment. They didn't even realize this was in the game. Blacksmith's shop. Okay.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale?
Yeah, well, what's all of this?
Not much to tell, really. I've been working with the school for almost 20 years, like my father did before me. When they asked me to work for the school exclusively, I accepted. I'd rather have a steady life making weapons by the bunch than doing special orders all the time. And every once in a while, I get to make something unique. The masters have some amazing scrolls describing weapons I never even knew existed.
Have you spoken to Wildflower here yet? Yeah, I did. Actually, now that I think about it, it does look pretty similar menu and engine-wise. It is the same engine as KOTOR, yeah, this game.
Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better days.
Sure it has.
Having two masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know?
Exactly, you're covered in smoke.
If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but I'd better not.
But you're suffering
Best
from
not
smoke
to get involved.
inhalation, yeah. But anyway, yeah, show me what you have.
Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your time.
Weapons like what? Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith? Ranger Smith? He's got Storm Dragon style. This style's area of attack can initiate a harmonic combat. Focus power. Dragon Sword. And a new staff called Flawless. Will replace the less powerful stage from purchase. Use 25% damage over basic staff style. A ball of nickeled iron. This bar is made of iron alloyed with nickel, producing a far stronger metal referred to by some smiths as steeled iron, or simply steel. No, I could have sworn steel was made by any iron with. Maybe I'm wrong. Craftsman's litany. Many craftsmen repeat litanies in their heads while they work, the repetition helping them focus. A warrior who has learned the power of such exercise can adapt their meditative nature. The battlefield, much the same result. Very cheap too. +5 focus. Is this... this is just a book, not something I need to equip. It's just passive. I just gain 5 focus once I purchase this. So, okay. There we go. That's it. Wait. It's,
good day, citizen. Some minor thing I can help you with?
Minor thing. Because I'm not gonna do anything beyond that.
It's the Honorable Lotus Assassins, you see. They feel that those of us dedicated to the Imperial Army are nothing more than louts to be ordered about.
I see, you have a grudge.
Any member of the army, even city guard, is expected to defer any major disturbances to them. Makes me about as useful as a lamppost.
Would you play D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. By that you mean in the form of a video game. And if you mean in the form of a video game, are you specifically referring to Baldur's Gate 3? If you are, then yes. Yes, I will. I've played Baldur's Gate 1. I never finished it, though, but I have played Baldur's Gate 1. Not enough, man. Have I ever played any other Dungeons and Dragons inspired places? No, never have. No. I mean the tabletop RPG. Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, sure, but yeah, I don't really associate myself with such communities, unfortunately. But if somehow, some way I found myself in a situation where people are like, hey, let's play around with tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, sure, I'll do it. You know what I watched a little bit of the other day? A Warhammer 40k tournament. The tabletop tournament. It wasn't moving very fast, but you know, that's how these things go, I imagine.
Be about your business and stay out of trouble. Pleasure to be of service.
I think I tried watching Pokemon trading card tournament too. That somehow, for some reason, wasn't moving very quickly either. Which, even though I did, because I did watch some of the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, but they weren't so much moving as they were shoveling their decks like every move they make. Some reason. It seems like a lot of the cards they used had the effect of having to reshuffle their decks. Don't know why. How that became, you know, the meta. But yeah. Oh, this way to the Black Leopard School. Not going there yet. I've been away from Yu-Gi-Oh for a long time. You know, my knowledge of it only dates back to about 2010-ish, maybe. You know, before they introduced all this tuner cards and XYZ and pendulum and whatever hell else they tried to introduce. Evading traps cost no focus. Having that problem with it. I'm just gonna destroy someone's vase. Go for just 3 pieces of coin. I'm sure they won't mind. And then I remember, what was it? You know, Upper Deck, that maintained the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh, the game, and I did not agree with their rulings at all of which cards they ended up banning. Luckily, after a couple of years, they loosened up on it, but it didn't make any sense to me, most of it. They banned every single card that basically existed specifically to be able to help any deck. Like, they banned Monster Reborn. They banned Change of Heart.
Oh no, you will.
Who does that? No, it makes no sense to me. I prefer 3.5 edition configuration of the dragon. But my autistic brain likes taking rules and making them work for a character. We really do end up finding each other, don't we? Gate to the Imperial Arena. That where he was? But the lady that I have to go talk to about the Master of Disguise is there. I don't know, maybe the guy with the gun is there too. Let's go see. If you're worried about Baldur's Gate 3's story, no, I wasn't worried about it. We were thinking about it too much. You'll be relieved to know it's a different storyline in the same space. And you're telling me it doesn't connect at all with Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Except for, I think, one character does return.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
Oh.
But I... Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Yeah, you're saying he threw the fight.
Joe, honestly, I...
How dare he? And he throws him down a flight of stairs.
You needed something for Twitnit One?
For Twitnit One?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
Yeah, after you snapped his neck. Also, this dude's getup is freaky. Oh, he's fine. Wow.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that.
You couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial Arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes.
Kui? That guy Vegeta killed
He's
on
always
Namek?
upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Baldur's Gate 3 was so horny, it got nerfed. That is impressive. Yeah, I heard something about beer sex. Bet taker.
You? What could you possibly want?
Yeah?
You're not here to bet, are you? Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on.
Not many games can make that claim. Of being too horny. I mean, there's a lot of dating sims out there that they didn't get nerfed because, you know, that's the whole idea. So yeah, I guess I guess I get what you're saying. You know, all those Leisure Suit Larry games, they're pretty horny. I think they never got nerfed though.
When Kui the promoter gets around to setting one up, go bother him if you really have to know this instant. Of course, he'll take one look at you and say, there's a new fish to throw into the ring. Good money if you fight for him, but that's your business and no care of mine. If you want to find Kui, he'll be upstairs, usually in the fighter's room, just past where the nobles marinate in their own decadence.
Decadence.
Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
Right. Pretty sure I get extra XP from the, you know, Video Champions. Yeah, see? Double XP. Back on. Bam. Thunderous Tauran. Okay.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out. I'm known as Thunderous Tauran, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention.
Yeah, you haven't told me what you sell.
You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up. The man to see is named Kui the Promoter. He knows everything there is to know about this place.
What the hell are you talking
Might
about?
even be looking for a new
then?
body to fill out the roster. This could be your chance. If you're interested, he's usually up in his office, up and around to the back. Stop by again.
He's got nothing.
Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now. You know you'll want two.
Probably not. I don't have any children. Ivan Vilovich, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the service looking on tricks? Minthara is best girl in BJ3, no doubt. I mean, I guess we'll see. You get full heal upon leveling up? That was a thing in KOTOR series. Yeah, I was told that that is a thing in this one too. Lustful Lao, speaking of horny.
How dare you interrupt me?
What were you doing?
If you must know, I, Lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom, was emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms.
Are you sure your name isn't Uncle Ruckus? What's going on with your eye?
You don't see my brimming knowledge of the 232 points of pleasure, as documented by Menshi Tsao, the salacious scholar?
No, but you look like you weigh 232
Or that
pounds.
I perform the stretches outlined in the writings of the now disbanded lascivious order of the abbotless monks every morning?
Lascivious order of the
If
abbotless
even
monks.
these simple things are beyond your ken, sir, then Lustful Lao has no time to spare on you.
Whatever.
Remember Jingwu back in Two Rivers?
No.
He talked of fighting in the Imperial Arena one day. He would have done well.
Well, now he's, well, very dead. We'll see for himself soon, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I mean, now I can really open up on games that I can play. You know? I don't have to stick to just games pre-2010 anymore. I saw that God of War was having a discount today. I thought about getting it. Not playing it on stream because it's not an RPG, but I am interested in playing it though. But yeah, next game, maybe if I can put up a poll and have much more modern games asking people what to play, with Baldur's Gate 3 being among them. I'll see. Or maybe just screw the poll, I just go straight to Baldur's Gate 3. I do feel like playing it anyway. Zibao.
Leave me alone.
Sure. What thing?
I was wondering if you'd wander over here to test your luck.
No?
It's hard to resist the rattling call of the dice, isn't it?
Oh no. This is
Gambler Dowson's
dice
the name.
poker again, is it?
I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished silver, would I?
This guy could be you.
Good odds
Who's that
and
one?
fair play. That's how I keep them coming back.
Game.
A simple enough game called High-Low.
Oh.
You predict how you'll roll against my toss and double your coin if you're right. You'll catch on easily enough, I'm sure.
Seems simple enough. Nah,
You
bye.
take care of yourself and come back soon to the best game in the city.
Sure. Down here. I'm actually looking for this lady that can talk to me about the imposter thing. Oh, hold on. Beautiful. Got chefs. We got a scroll stand. Yes, I am gonna keep doing this. Get more XP. Even though I still haven't leveled up. I've been refusing to level up. I'm at level 12, even though... How much? I got 52 style points to spend. Could spend. I'm not spending. Because I'm not entirely sure if I should spend it yet. And on what? Maybe I just keep going into Leaping Tiger. But... not so sure. Oh well. Jade Empire is less than $4. Too bad I can't afford it. Actually, you know what? Awaken Infinity, I wasn't gonna tell anybody, but I did bring back the credit system this month. So at the end of this month, I'm gonna look at in fact, is the chat still working? Check this out. Hopefully this still works. Was that even the command? Yeah, here we go. It'll work. Oh wow. High Ground is currently in the lead with 170 points. But yeah, at the end of the month, the person with the highest point gets a free game. Maybe I'll even do whatever game they want. Ah, Lady Rento, here she is.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Were you looking for me? I'm Lady Rento, and I was expecting someone sent by Captain Sen.
Where's Miles of Sipa at 100? Huh. Nightbot at the tent. I'm here to talk about creative Yukong.
Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he?
Yes, because he's
I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron.
Actor, so that's the disguise angle coming in.
Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
Oh. So then why is Yukong wanted for a confidence scheme?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor.
How is that shameful?
My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
I only brought it up for people that might be interested in buying it for themselves. Well, there's still time for you to win this points game. And then next month I'll do it again. Awaken Infinity. To get points, all you really have to do is watch the stream. And I think every 5 minutes it gives you like 5 points, I think I set it up. Or is it 15? No, 5 points. But you get even more points if you actively chat as well. Like you're doing right now. Does it run well on modern hardware or does it need to be modded? Jade Empire? No, it's running perfectly fine. And this is on RTX 4070 Super. Danny Borderos, welcome to the stream. I just want to tricks. 5 people? See what happens later, I guess. Either way, I do want to play this game regardless. How much did you give to this actor?
Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. That young man doesn't deserve this.
What do you want me to do about it? I find it funny that Nightbot has 10 plays. Yeah, me too. But it's technically tied with John Kenobi. Do you have any idea where I could find him?
I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not
what the? My game just minimized.
much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
That's weird. Alright.
If you happen to find creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you? The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Yeah, the game is running just fine. All it did was minimize suddenly, which sometimes happens with Fallout 4 as well. I don't know why, but yeah, no, the game is running. The game is running as intended, apart from that one thing that just happened. But it's the only time it's ever happened. Proof. It's an underrated gem. Crimson Kana. Greetings, and Crimson Kana, known as prosperous ease for my swordsmanship. I came ready to test my abilities, but I have found my will and purity of spirit tested well. Forgive me, I should not speak so to a spectator. If you have questions, you should speak with Kui, the promoter. Sure. Where is this bitch anyway? Sungbo, Sungbu, Sungsui. These are all fighters, okay? Dr. An.
Fascinating. How very interesting to meet you. Fate may have robbed me of my sight at a young age, but I can still sense the energy within your meridians. Impressive, and yet somewhat strange.
Within my what? Weirdly aggressive about this game. Yeah, Jade Empire is just Chinese KOTOR. That's not true. That's not true. I mean, it's built on the same engine, sure, but I mean, the gameplay is completely different.
I don't know what it is about you exactly, but I would say you have been trained like no other warrior in this place. What I do know is that several of the techniques pioneered by what we call the new schools would have astonishing effects on one with your energy.
Well, thanks, Danny. This game, Onion Hat. Yeah, I haven't seen him around in a while. This game isn't boring me to death, but the game that did almost bore me to death was Dragon Age Inquisition. Yeah, actually trying to do those side quests. I've been thinking about should I go back to Dragon Age Inquisition, and because I never played all the DLCs, should I go back and play them? Maybe once the next one is closer to coming out, then maybe I'll go back and go through it one more time. It isn't like Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2. Even Dragon Age 2, I played multiple times. Origins, I just could not bring myself to do that again. This was what?
Allow me a formal introduction. I am Dr. An, acupuncturist.
Acupuncturist.
I think I've read a treatise of hers on the healing arts. It was one of the few we had in Two Rivers.
So she's famous.
It was brilliant. It is an honor to meet you, ma'am.
Such a beautiful voice, and combined with a quick mind. I'd hold on to her if I were you.
I've been trying.
Of course, have a look.
Cleanse the body and the mind. Health plus 15, focus plus 5. Vigorous body. Mind. I got the money, 5,000. Think about it. There we go.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Kui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem.
I still finished it, though. I didn't stop playing Inquisition. I still finished the main game.
Enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
I think the big mistake I made was playing it after I played Witcher 3. Expectations were set way too high.
This is not an appropriate time to... Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you.
What is
Those
this
hands,
getup?
that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an M-fusion of new blood?
Blood, alright.
Master Li used to say that the arena was once the greatest contest in the Empire, but that it has been corrupted in recent years.
Well,
Come with
shameful.
me a moment and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make.
Dissertation. It sounds like this dude picked up a thesaurus one day and still got it wrong.
This is turning out to be an excellent day. Most ostepacatacious indeed.
Ostepacatacious. Indeed. Don't you mean auspicious? Did you butcher the language on purpose? Or the stupidity? I'm thinking it's the latter. I bought it and then Montel and Farrell warned me about his boring, how boring Inquisition is. Yeah, it's pretty bad. When you stick to the main storyline, then it's fine, but short, but it's fine. But especially the side quests and that whole world map send people thing that makes you wait 48 hours in real time. That's not where it's at, homie. I mean, why am I collecting people's livestock when I'm supposed to be this big time dude? The Inquisitor. Oh my God, the Inquisitor is here. How about you go collect my chicken for me real quick? Why? I found the Inquisition to be very big, but the collection quests were dumb AF. A stream original from years ago. Wait, what are you talking about? You should play Borderlands next. I've played Borderlands 1. I've played Borderlands 2. I get into all the DLC. Never did. I never played Borderlands 3. But I did play 1 and 2. I know that one Dragon Age has that goth mommy girlfriend. Goth mommy girlfriend? You talking about in the first one? The witch? What was her name again? Not Liliana, the other one. The name. Morrigan? I think it was Morrigan. Yeah, I think her name was Morrigan. Like the fighting game character. Darkstalkers. Yeah, Morrigan. Borderlands 1 and 2 are the best in the series, although 3 has the best gunplay. Does. Borderlands never hooked me. It did hook me until I figured, you know, it popped into my head, wait a minute. What am I doing this for? You know, I'm going around finding trying to find better and better guns, but I'm not sure why I'm trying to find better and better guns. What exactly am I trying to build up to and accomplish? You know, and yeah, that escaped me. But for the time being, it was fun though. Yeah, it was fun. I especially I used this one trick, this little mod that tricked the game into thinking that I was playing with 4 players, even though I was playing solo. But because with more players, the enemies are stronger and they drop better loot. Yeah. Not sure if I should work though. I got like 5 hours in the Borderlands 1. I can never get into it. That's a damn shame. 500 hours? That's 45 minutes! Borderlands, the pre-sequel as the best we can. Oh yeah, my brother played that one. The pre-sequel. I remember him doing a lot of oxygen-based things. Same logic applies to Diablo and Path of Exile. Right. Yeah, I never got into Diablo. Or Path of Exile. I played a little bit of Torchlight. Yeah, but then the same logic came back of like, what am I doing this for? Not entirely sure. So I did try to play Torchlight 2, but couldn't get into it for some reason. And then I never went back to action RPGs after that. So yeah, are you stupid?
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp.
Beyond my grasp?
Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
Right. You're just making words up. Seriously, you're using the wrong words. It makes you sound like a fool.
Don't get frustrated. Everything I say is perfectly cromulent, and it might do you well to embiggen your vocabulary before you fling accretions by discretion. Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena.
It sounded like he just told me that I shouldn't blast explosive diarrhea towards his mouth. You should try Borderlands 3. The gunplay is brilliant. Is it brilliant enough, though? I mean, I heard that. I didn't hear good things about the story and characters. Is that a concern? Yes? Size me up like market day livestock. I don't know, I'll keep an eye for a discount, I guess.
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy
The
of the
story
arena?
is dog
I
shit.
say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes.
What has Gearbox been doing?
I've heard that you were asking around and talking to some of our best and brightest. Your interest tells me all that I need to know about you.
I heard they may be being sold off.
What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
They're trying to release that movie finally that's finished shooting like 4 years ago or something. The head of Gearbox, what was his name? Randy, what's his face, is still going around making an ass of himself. Before I agree to anything, are these fights deadly?
Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies?
Of course not.
Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed.
Magic. What happened 20 years ago?
It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres.
But the gameplay is liquid gold. Randy Pitchford, yeah, that was his name, yeah. Screwed it up. The story. Randy Pitchford wrote the story himself? What if someone specifically tries to dispel the protections?
I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen.
Right.
Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that.
And you're not one of those people,
Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before.
Nice. Or what?
You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana,
Oh, she's
the
standing right
stern
there.
resolve of Iron Soldier, and the troublesome Triviriate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them too, if you want his perspications.
Yes, of course. Let's see what I can do.
Truly, this is a loss for all involved.
I'll be back. Don't worry
The
about
offer stands as surely as the wall itself when your senses restore to their proper balance.
It's the captain guy from Chowder voicing this guy. Yeah, I couldn't stand that show, Chowder, so I never watched it. Theodore guns are hilarious. Guns that grow legs and run around chasing and shooting enemies. Sounds like a good time. Or Theodore Bangarang that you can throw at your enemies. Explodes and then returns to you. Captain Knuckles from Flapjack. I saw that show either. Alright, guess we'll try the arena.
As sure as a dog will scratch where the flea bites, I knew you would return. Fighting's in your blood, and you'll itch until you test yourself in this grand contest. Testing yourself against the finest in the Empire. What else could a young man dream of? What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
I kept thinking about removing ticks from a dog. Not just the small ones, but those big, round, gray ones. I don't know what you would call those ones in English though. Or maybe just call them ticks too, because you got the small brown ones. Those are ticks, not fleas, ticks. But then you also got the bigger, gray ones. We call them carpata. That was just, like, take one off and just show the dog, like, here, look. This is on you. On your skin. D, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the stream? Screen off tricks. Did Kitty die? No, Kitty didn't die. She just refuses to stream anymore. Yeah, refuses to, yeah. She's pissed off again.
That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name
It is alive
precedes you
somewhere
in
in
your
the ether.
travels?
Somewhere. I'm called Furious. I am egregious prevaricator. Respected scholar and grower of pipe weed. Yes, I get blasted. I'm shocked you haven't heard of me, especially after all the weed.
I've heard that one before. Have you any idea how many board students peramputate down here from the Scholar's Garden? Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
Right, well, I don't want to use my real name, considering you might find me. Silver Phoenix. Hi, Santa. Tiger lifts the mountain. Raging Dragon. Maybe a bit too close to home, you know, with the tattoo on my back. So Kitty is alive? I mean, last I heard, yes. Last I heard, she was alive and doing just fine. Silver Phoenix.
Silver Phoenix. Silver Phoenix. Conjures up quite an image. Are you certain?
Yeah, like Silver Fire. Yep, let's do it.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started. Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions?
That's all I need, no?
One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then.
I should?
They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
Sure, yeah, with that black eye of yours.
You're a big, happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say.
Yes. She's plotting her revenge. Against who?
I must say, I'm disappointed. You're ready to start your career, but you walk away. Insuspicious beginnings,
you're the
my
one
friend.
who told me to talk to these bitches. Your name is on the roster, yet your blade has yet to sing. My master would always say, speak with your action, not words. Of course, there is more to life than conflict. There's countless hope, but only a few worth really watching. In time, you may find that others are asking about you as well. I can tell you about myself, and I know how to sound relatively well. I could also tell you something of the beast. Yeah, I feel it. Beast? A number of different creatures. I usually add to the spectacle. Ogres are commonplace, but more recently, some sort of subhuman creature has been appearing in the ring. The rumors though, that the arena organizer planning on bringing demons into the ring. Somehow, I suppose we'll see in time if there's any truth to that. What did I tell you about you, Count? I am from Phoenix Gate. The largest city in the prosperous East. There I developed my own techniques of weapon combat. I vow to teach them to anyone who can best me. And you got me a specific. If the city has its masters, I can make them against the Empire's best. JB, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the swing? What's going on, Strix? Guy in this full carry reminds me of the dude from Fable 2. Okay, the people have said Chowder, Flapjack, and now Fable 2. 17-second video. Not sure what you're referring to, Jenny Botros. Alright. Yeah. Guess let's try our first fight. The camera dude. The camera dude.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight.
The camera dude.
What
from Fable
do you
2.
need?
I never played Fable 2. I played Fable 1 and Fable 3.
For your first match, we'll start you off against a mighty ogre.
Alright.
I'll be watching your style closely to see how you fare. Impress me, and I'll take you to the top.
Yeah.
Even our great champions start out against the ogre. Take Raging Ox, who danced around the beast singing drunkenly to earn the crowd's favor, or the Ravager, who defeated him in a single blow.
I remember.
I should take a moment and explain the system we use here.
I got the good ending of Fable 3. by being good. Of course, being evil makes you, you know, produce a lot more money for the, you know, impending thing. But I played good, and in order to get enough money, I left the game running overnight as I slept. I think, yeah, to let it keep generating, and then the next day I just, yeah, went ahead, finished the game. And people in the game, especially the character that played my brother, I think, was like, "How did you do it?"
I like to keep things simple and organized. Any other way, and things get more convoluted than the celestial court on the Emperor's birthday. When you're ready for your match, ask me about it, and I'll give you a quick summary of your opponent. I'll be setting up your matches, of course.
I thought we were already doing that.
Various enchantments woven in this place keep the fights from being deadly, but they're no less real. You'll feel the pain if you don't keep your defense up. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Lather me up.
A new warrior does battle with the Beast.
The Beast. Should be using enough of this dagger. Done. Mighty embarrassing on me.
That was an impressive beginning. Normally I'd have started you off against something easier, but you practically ooze potential. You've caught the eyes of the other fighters as well. Go ask them if you don't believe me.
That really was a fantastic bout.
Was it?
Beating the ogre's nothing special. I could have done better bound and blinded.
I've done that in Witcher.
Sometimes you don't even need to ask. One fight does not make a champion, though. There are many more opponents ahead of you. Let's move on, shall we?
Let me just say my
Be
game
sure
first. There we go.
I want to...
Yep, next fight.
Since you held your own against the ogre brute last time, I'm going to try something exciting for the crowd.
Okay.
I've got 4 boys from some school west of the city who've been bothering me for some tougher matches. I'm giving you all of them at once. It'll wow the crowd and teach them a lesson at the same time. Remember to watch your sides and back. Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me.
Yeah.
4 students test their skills against 1 master.
They're standing like that. Oh, well. Well, they go down easy enough. He's standing like he's taking a shit out in the forest. That was easy.
Those boys won't be back anytime soon. Losing as a group to one opponent would shame a peasant, let alone a student of the martial arts.
Just need a tougher skin. I'll be right back.
Be sure to return.
I think I got more XP fighting the ogre. What the hell?
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight.
I have more money.
What?
Next fight.
The crowd's starting to catch on to you. Have you noticed? People like you, and now I'm going to make sure they pay attention. I'm going to have a roughly hewn statue hauled into the ring. I want you to disconstructulate it. Destroy the statue quickly enough, and I'll give you a shot at hapless Han.
Or destroy a statue.
Are you ready to get started? Excellent. Follow me.
Unyielding stone meets the press of time.
Am I hitting it? Doesn't seem like I'm hitting it.
You're going down.
Okay. Not sure what the point of that was.
Excellent work. You have bested time itself in destroying that statue. No mean feat, I assure you.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Be sure to return.
The 500 pieces of gold.
I want.
There you go, that's fine.
I think you're ready to face hapless Han. Show me you're ready for the big time, and I'll make sure you don't have to dance with the children anymore. Are you ready?
Get started. Yes, I am.
Can Silver Phoenix surpass Hapless Han and leave the qualifying division?
Right. Yeah, but he's not putting on much of a fight. Down he goes like a sack of potatoes.
You dealt with Han very well. I knew you would. All of our professional fighters move past him eventually.
Kui, that will be enough. I bring you a message from my employer, Kailan the Serpent. He is impressed with how far you have come in such a short while. The Serpent wants you to know that he is watching your progress very closely. He is most interested to see how you fare in the Bronze Division. Kui, you may breathe again. That is all I had to say.
Well, that was good, I think.
Kailan the Serpent? Kind of reminds me of, what's the name of that dude from Mass Effect 3? That little bitch. They end up killing at the end at the elusive man's base. I think it was Kai Lang too.
He has a distinct interest in the proceedings here. He is an ex-champion, you see.
I see.
He retired some time ago, even before Raging Ox, who was the champion before the Ravager. Kailan couldn't leave the arena alone, though.
Kai Lang, yeah, see, close enough.
He has become a very important man here with the help of a group called the Guild.
I did not like him as a villain. Neither did I. Don't push you around like that.
Lucky Cho is a thug, pure and simple, but he's very good at what he does.
Which is?
He's also a member of the Guild and reports directly to Kailan. Kailan oversees things here in the arena, and the Guild ensures that the authorities leave us in peace.
Why would the authorities not leave you in peace? So,
the Guild is the organization that controls all of the betting in this place. That gives them considerable sway.
That's why.
It is good that they are happy with your progress. Between us, the Guild is also involved in more illicit activities.
I imagine.
They are very sensitive about remaining an open secret. Many know about them, but few acknowledge that fact. Right now is a particularly dangerous time, as one of the leaders of the Guild has recently been inhumed. Kailan sees this as an opportunity.
Inhumed? What the hell does that mean?
Do not discuss them openly. The Guild has many ears. You may ask some of the others in the arena about them if you wish, but I would not bring it up to just anyone.
Alright, whatever.
A wise decision.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Like embalmed? Inhumed?
For the sake of your career, I suggest that you limit any questions you have to your fellow fighters.
Right.
Well done!
What the hell?
That fight was much better than this wine. With all the pure water pouring from the palace, you'd think they might have learned how to make wine that didn't taste like goat piss.
Black Whirlwind, that is you. Are you back to...
No, just here visiting, and making sure nothing happens to your newest fighter.
So you won't be...
No, leave it alone, Kui. You know better than to bring this up. Just mind your business, promoter, and I'll mind mine.
Okay, have some sort of history.
You travel in curious company. Regardless, when you're ready, come talk to me again and we'll discuss your next match.
Yes, indeed. But hold on. Say, how do you know Black Whirlwind?
I know him, yes, but I know better than to contravigate his wishes. If you want to talk about it, ask him. I'm staying out of it.
Right.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must prepare for your entry into the Bronze Division. It will take me a bit of time before you'll be ready for your next fight. You should talk to the other fighters here. They've been watching you and are getting nervous. Of course, I'll need more time than that for these preparations.
Jesus Christ. Going to go finish the whole ass game?
It's just a matter of preparing the proper documents. Why don't you kill the time by making your way out into the city? See the sights. Maybe visit the Golden Way or the Scholar's Garden.
Find that guy with the gun.
Actually, that reminds me. A woman was here watching your fight against hapless Han, dressed all in black and veiled. She seemed impressed with your preference.
Oh, Silk Fox.
Just before she left, she told me to tell my new fighter that she was still waiting to see you. She said you'd know where. Sounds like quite the invitation.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Although I wonder if I can bet on myself.
Boy, that sure was something.
Yeah, you got your ass
I wouldn't have
kicked.
wanted to be me out there, except that I was. But I learned so much from facing you. Next time I should try some of that fancy stuff you do. I'm not exactly sure how you did it, though.
Get the enemy fight. Make the enemy's moves your own.
You know, that's a good idea. I tend to focus on myself more than others.
Right.
Perhaps I can learn some new tricks. Thanks for the encouragement.
No problem, I guess. Bye.
It's always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Yeah, I wonder why.
You look a shade better than the usual cowardly dogs we get through here. Just a shade, though.
Probably wear a shirt, homie.
So you've earned the right to talk to me. Lucky you.
Oh, dear.
Iron Soldier's the name, though everyone just calls me Soldier. You may as well do the same.
I probably won't.
You ground the hapless one beneath your feet like everyone else does, huh? Han's pathetic for wasting time on the hopefuls, if you ask me. Then again, watching Han stumble to Dr. On every time he tries to handle the real Bronze Division fights is one of the most entertaining things about this place.
They're always this belligerent?
Given half the chance, yes. If you can't handle it, you don't need to talk to me.
You can handle
There are some
the
people who
truth.
call the way I operate walking the low path, but they're fools.
I don't care.
Good. Go bother someone else.
Pretty Lily. No, Pretty Lily. I hate the constant push of the crowds, don't you? At least I'll be gone from here soon. That's why he has no voice all of a sudden. Here for Iron Soldier, he sneers at the crowd, the fighters, even the system. None of them can defeat him. Want to talk about the arena, you should talk to Soldier, not me. I try to stay clear of the other fighters. I should get back to it. There was a different bitch around here that was all like, don't talk to me.
You're nice, but I think you should talk to Bo, not me.
Nah, I'm not gonna talk to him here. I'm gonna go downstairs to see if I can bet on myself one, and then go ahead and go see Silk Fox's fine ass. Very interested in meeting me. You're
one of the fighters now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Silver Phoenix, was it? Well, there's nothing for you to do here.
Oh, for God's
I
sake.
take bets, and you don't get to bet when you're a fighter.
Oh. Well, you know. There she is. Ah, then where did she tell me to go again? Right. Supposed to be in the Scholar's Garden, but I guess we'll take care of that later. Zeschuk is, in fact, Princess Sun Liang, the Heavenly Lily, the daughter of Emperor Sun Hai and heir to the throne of the Jade Empire. She seems to have developed a personal interest in you, although she is clearly adept at manipulating others to further her own goals. It may be a challenge to get along with such a strong-willed individual. Yeah, I get that, but... Here we go. Oh, Scholar's Garden. Let's go there anyway. And where is that? Leopard, Golden Way. Okay. Imperial City Gate. The doors over here were closed. Alright. So how do I get to the Scholar's Garden? Arena. Scholar's Garden. Black Leopard. Golden Way. And let's say a gate. Let's try Golden Way. Hopefully that's the place where I can find John... Yeah, John Cleese. With his gun. The musket. Home to the Emperor's noble... Ah, damn it. Oh, this place is looking familiar.
Hold on there. This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there. Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore.
Oh, there is someone in there that I have to go after.
It would take an army of us to clear them out. If we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic.
Maybe they're not. When this all started.
Things have been bad over the past few, say 5 years.
5 years.
No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all.
Not in the slightest, no. Why the guys do anything about it?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't... It would take...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually.
Yeah.
It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else.
Are they ghosts though? Aren't they able to, like, you know, phase through things?
Stay away from the necropolis. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. But I probably won't stay away from the necropolis. I think I'm supposed to be thrown in there later on.
I greet you, sir. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare.
Oh, yeah. But your clothes are expensive, and you speak like a noble.
I come from a very wealthy family. As such, I have a certain lifestyle to maintain. Parties, female admirers, lots of wine. You understand.
So then why are you begging for money? That doesn't explain why you're begging.
I have to have an income, don't I? My father looked at my considerable expenses and told me to get my own silver.
Uh-huh. So you turned to begging?
Of course. I am a noble. The shame of manual labor or the stink of trade must not be allowed to touch me, or even waft its way close to me.
And you think it's, yeah, it's better to beg? So there's no shame in begging?
How could there be shame? You've got it and I want it. Should I steal it? Never. Simply ask like a civilized soul, I say.
Well... Okay, tell me more.
I am afraid I cannot do that. That would be trade, and I simply will not sully my beautifully soft hands with such. I will tell you for free, however.
Okay, then I won't be giving you any money then. Fine, tell me.
I read all the greatest philosophers and consulted with wise men before reaching this decision. I assure you the philosophical underpinnings are quite sound.
Are they?
Wisdom is only gained by experience, wine, women, and song, as it were. But a life of revel with no reflection still does not lead to true wisdom. One must ponder, one must daydream. Even if I could bear the shame of sullying my hands with work, when would I think? How could I grow wise?
You can... But through work. What do you mean? And you can also think and work the same way you can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So you're begging in order to pay for drunken debauchery, all in the service of becoming truly wise by drinking and debauching.
Well, it loses some of the subtlety when you put it that way. But yes.
Uh-huh. The pursuit of wisdom is noble, sure. With my money, though, that's your problem to deal with. And also, I don't think you're really going about it the right way. I mean, sure, you'll gain some wisdom. Not wisdom that's particularly applicable to, you know, to people universally. So, alright, I'm just gonna not give you anything and just leave.
If you feel more generous later, I will be here.
Yeah, bye. Zombie time? At some point. I'm pretty sure there's a point in time in the game where I'm tossed into a hole filled with zombies. What's going on here?
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth.
What an
You
insult.
dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Well, why would
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth.
What is this pathetic attempt at insulting me?
Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality.
Ox don't make wind. Huh.
Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
You don't know anything about me. What is the point of all it?
You are right to demand an explanation. Forgive my servant. I instructed him to find someone not distracted by mere insults. Someone who would command respect.
Normally I would just ignore him too, though.
Your demand for justification of his arguments was admirable. You are exactly what we need.
Come on. And I owe you a beat.
An outlander strolled into the city several days ago and now sits like a cormorant taking what he wants from the river of our hospitality.
I mean, I'm an outlander too.
He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers
guy.
requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go.
Yeah, this must be him then. Why is he so different?
The outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last.
Mistaken for an actor in a troupe.
If he is reported, the Lotus assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them.
Uh-huh. The notification didn't go off, but Jesus Christ Almighty. We were just talking about, I think it was Danny Brothers that bought him up, but Onion have for sale. Where did you get all this coin? Coming in with a $50 super chat. What is going on here? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to my mans. The man's got hats for days. Made of onions. Thank you, Bobby, for streaming a classic game. Hopefully one day you will stream the funniest JRPG ever made by a Westerner and a Chronux. Don't hold up for me, baby. Anachronox. I know the name, but the funniest JRPG ever made by a Westerner.
You hear, but you do not listen.
Is he gonna play? Is it still working? Damn, I guess not. But yes, no, Onion Hat for sale. Coming in with a $50 super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Holy Christ almighty. W Onion indeed. I'm thinking reason with this.
That's what's so infuriating. He doesn't respond to reason. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner.
Huh.
Several
Jesus
of our
Christ.
brightest have
How
faced
you been,
him,
Onion Hat?
but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many.
I've been selling onion hats? Who's been buying? Maybe when I have time.
That is not the conviction I was hoping for, but no one else has been able to help, so it will have to do. At your convenience, then.
Yeah.
He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition
everyone's
has
in the
moved
Scholar's
him.
Garden.
Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
I'm surprised Onion Hat has used USD. I thought he is Korean. And he has Korean currency. See, I figured he was more maybe... What was it? Maybe like Turkish or something? Because of, you know, Suleiman. That's close enough to Turkish. I mean, it wasn't Syria, I think. But yeah, Onion Hat for sale. What made you think he was Korean? Why is that dog floating? VPN. He's been short selling onion stalks. So he knows they're gonna fail. Primal Paddle, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the swim? What's looking out tricks? I gotta get to the Scholar's Garden. Is this a... Yes, it is. The Outlander. Yes, we put this on. Read this. Not. Then we go back. Switch it back. Beautiful. I think I heard it once in a Kitty Suit stream, but you know Kitty Suit streams are questionable information sources, right? Just like the news. Is this the... Nah, it's a hostel.
The busy streets are almost overwhelming. It is hard to keep focused on what we need to do.
It sure is. Fine. This man is standing in front of this... Oh, wait. The stand is covered with books, papers on... Ah, fuck. Actually read it. Alright, go on. So we find the Scholar's Garden. Is this the Scholar's Garden? Yes, it is. Finally. Here's what we gotta do here. Oh, there she is now. Only get government and political cosmic info from the
I didn't
Kitty
expect
streams?
you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person.
Kitty
Of course, I could tell that just by
She
looking
just
at
talks
you.
about
You have a very strong
other
presence.
streamers and content creators that like she doesn't like or that she heard gossip about. What do I call you?
As the Heavenly Lily, I am above suspicion, but I am restrained by fawning servants. Silk Fox can go anywhere, and people are not shy about their reactions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your Master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, or you are. There was something familiar about him as well.
Yeah, he is familiar because you are related. His son Lee.
Why would you say that? Is that what he told you? I'm sorry, but I simply cannot believe that your Master Li is the glorious strategist.
Yeah, shoot yourself. Doesn't matter what you believe.
Sun Li died 20 years ago. Everyone was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire. Now, it seems they may have been traitors.
Yeah, not quite.
I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father.
Your father's corrupted.
But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed.
Was we sort of immortal or something? Okay, what do I want me to do?
Death's Hand has almost total control over my father. We must find conclusive evidence of his crimes and reveal his corruption. And I know how.
Of course you do.
Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery.
Yeah. Golem factory like you described can't be small. What if you just found it?
My father may have approved the factory without considering what it could be used for. If we just tell him my suspicions, he will dismiss them. We need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting.
Oh wow, really? What kind of benefits do they offer? Do I get some dental? I've been going to VTuber streams and sold hats to people. Sadly, I couldn't advertise you. Hashtag forever Bobby Gang. VTuber streams and selling them hats. I don't understand VTubers. You know, I mean, you might as well not have anything there at all. But what I really don't understand is reaction videos of VTubers. The VTubing technology just isn't sophisticated enough for something like that. But they get views somehow.
Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face live to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it.
Are they killing innocent people?
There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round.
Your people?
Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
Okay, but what do I have to do to keep for him?
Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name.
Yeah, that's not the only reason though. You might have some sort of... Some sort of other reason. Too many thirsty mofos? What do you mean thirsty? VTubers? I've seen plenty of them. They didn't... None of them really... Many of them really seem all that risque. Right? Yeah, I'm not following the VTuber thing. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm too old, I don't know. Let's see if this Inquisitor is more reasonable.
Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. Dongao is closer to the assassins than he should be. He will tell you where to meet the Inquisitor.
They
Or
kind of
seek
creep
the
me out.
executioner.
The
My
VTubers,
people
right?
will
Yeah.
spread rumors of your interest, and he will approach you in the arena. They like fighters who have passed the silver round.
But
I will wait at
anyway.
your flyer. Or I could travel with you. Before you get too lost, perhaps we should discuss how closely we will be working together.
Excuse me? Well, you know, when you say it like that, tell me now, don't start, go back to the flyer.
A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
She took back my note? Security purposes. This silk fox lady seems evil. I wouldn't go that far, but you know. I do. Put this on. Physical universe Arabato. What? Wait a minute. Scholar Xiaoshang has once again missed the central point of the philosopher's argument. We do not wish to stall development, nor do we seek to stop people from learning. Philosophers see the work of the divine in the physical and oppose those who defy tradition only because they find those customs inconvenient or outdated. Learning and respect for the past need not be mutually exclusive. We need to learn in a way that does not honor the celestial beings that give us our very. I thought I was gonna go a different way with that. And what in the...
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Really?
Do you
guys
think
still
we'd
want the
forget?
smoke?
You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Humiliate you? I didn't say anything.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
You're looking straight at the
We'll
guard.
teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
And now I have to kill them.
Leaping tiger.
And I can't. There we go. And she pulled out her sword. And I pulled out my gun. What'd it do? You got something to say?
Hello again. I enjoy our little chats, but I don't think anything has changed since we last spoke. I still need evidence against Death's Hand to free my father. Meet the executioner in the arena, or speak with Scholar Dungao in the Scholar's Garden about the Inquisitor.
She's got pretty
Hurry,
eyes.
or you'll lose your chance to help your master.
Evil people don't have pretty eyes.
I
Do
wish you
they?
luck. Once you have gained the trust of the Lotus Assassins, we will plan how to proceed.
My only regret is not donating when Public You did his first face reveal. Why? Why do you regret that? When will you get your guns? Well, guns, that's plural. I think there's one gun. Damn it, this again. Yeah, there's one gun. And I'm trying to find it now. Make sure to stick. Scholar Dongao. Isn't this the guy I was supposed to be a guy around here with a gun?
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. And I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers had made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture.
We're gonna find the Inquisitor recruiter.
What? That's quite a question.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
I
sure
heard...
who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter?
Sure do.
You have a flying machine, do you not?
Yes.
Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there.
Oh, wow, really? Just like that? Why would it meet me there?
The location is public, yet relatively private. Common folk are not welcome on the landing area, so there will be no crowds to hide spies, or an ambush.
I don't know this is a trap.
If the Lotus Assassins wanted you dead, your life would be over before you even knew you were in danger.
They already want me dead. He doesn't know that. I'll be there,
He
man.
already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
Is he wearing a pot on his head? He might be.
Your course is set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
Can I still decide not to join them though? Anyway, I came here to try and find an actor and a dude with a gun. Is that him over there? Yeah, that's him. That's him. We got him. Damn it. Book stands to read. Okay, long drop. Short. Yes, mom. Yeah, that's him. Gotta be him. Foreigner, alright. He pulls out his gun!
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about.
I am British!
Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please?
You speak the language.
And leave you lot to your primitive ways?
Yes.
Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
He has a squire? I don't
Sir
remember this.
Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow.
Yes. I like Sir Roderick Ponce Fonterbottom. He sounds like a Fable villain. He's actually voiced by John Cleese. Famous actor from... You may know him from such works as Monty Python, and The Holy Grail, and Life of Brian. Flying Circus. Yeah, sir, your arrogance is astounding. We are cultured people. We're gonna draw some barbarian from outside the Empire. He is British! Understand? Speaking of culture, how dare you? Far too British to be hearing the words of heathens.
What's that? Someone stepping to the fore? Let's have a look at you.
What's all this?
You look quick with your fists, but I'll wager your head falls behind. Too much time slapping each other, and not enough time strapped to a desk in a decent classroom.
Strapped to a desk?
The simple truth is that I have bested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country.
It's him?
No,
yeah,
I
it's
didn't
him.
ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can.
How did you even keep it? You're very far...
You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this?
A place with not a lot of moustaches. We have... nothing to prove to you, really.
You have nothing to prove because you have nothing at all. Where are your towering halls of business? Where are the great open minds that fuel a healthy land? And what, pray tell with honesty, do you think you are doing with that great bloody palace floating in the sky? That's just wrong in any right-thinking country.
Because it floats. Not worth debating.
So be it. If you don't want to learn, just step away and let me lead by example. I'll drag this land to respectability, one mind at a time, if I have to.
To gain what? Anyway, now I have to
Back again? What for? You don't even make a proper coward. You keep coming back for more. Have you changed your mind? Are you willing to debate the heart of your supposedly enlightened culture? We'll follow that with a test of physical prowess as well.
How is that a debate? It's just a fight.
Whoever you wish. These 5 standing here.
Judges.
I'm sure there will be a balance of opinion. The test must be fair.
Must it?
Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready.
Right.
Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
This guy seems pretty plump to me.
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered.
And I trust you will judge fairly. Just agree with everything I say.
To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects. Not here in the heart of the Jade Empire.
Well, I guess we'll see. By the way, it's lotus blossoms in the back. What kind of arguments do you favor?
I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others.
Identify those weaknesses.
Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against.
What strategy should I take?
The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really.
And only some prefer facts.
It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all.
Imagine Bioware making a Monty Python RPG. How on earth would you do something like that? Okay, Bioware today is not making anything funny with them. Making my face is tired is a serious sentence. I'm sorry, my face is tired. It still feels like they knew the animation was, was fucked up, and they put that line in to try and justify it. That's what it feels like. Which is another game I thought maybe I'll play that for the first time on stream, because I've never played Mass Effect Andromeda. And so maybe I'll stream that too as like a torture game, I guess. Although I heard that the gameplay isn't all too bad.
I am ill-equipped to see my own...
Right. Yeah.
I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
Yeah, me too. To be fair, EA drained Bioware so much that they don't even bleed anymore. But the story can be quite bad. Yeah, but I don't really know anything about the story. All I heard, and the only praise I heard of Andromeda was the
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you?
Interesting? Gotta change your plan.
I just want to make sure that this is more entertaining than simply blathering about whose walls are higher or whose philosophers really know what's what. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner.
Okay. Gameplay
By
is
the
addicting.
Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed?
I mean, that's a pretty good indictment. The gameplay is addicting. Talking about Mass Effect Andromeda. Alright.
I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior.
Right.
Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy.
Silver.
What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Sympathetic. Please understand the true value transcends this currency. Why are people laughing? Understands betrays a worship of gold. Laughable, dismissive, bah, you have no understanding of us. Factual, scarcity proves gold should be reserved for higher purposes. See, that's the first thing that popped into my mind too. Yeah, we use silver because gold has other use. Like imagine if, because gold is a better conductor, for example. But because we value gold so much as a form of insuring currency, we instead use copper for the most part for wiring and such. But imagine if we ended up using gold instead. Things. For connectivity. Let's just say the story exists because they were so embarrassed of Mass Effect 3's ending. The weird thing about Mass Effect 3's endings. I'm not sure they were quite as bad as people make them out to be. And I think maybe the extended endings might have made things a bit worse. Except not. Because the extended endings, I understand it was something they had to do. And I think I know what they were trying to do with the original Mass Effect endings. Which is a type of thing that worked for Deus Ex Human Revolution, but did not work for Mass Effect 3 because it's Mass Effect 3. Well, people are far too invested in it by now. But maybe that's a topic for a video.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter. To the next topic.
Right. Only two prefer
I call
facts.
attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters.
So do you.
How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting with you.
Outsiders are uncivilized. Look at you. Your attempt is flailing. How does this strengthen your argument? Such expansion must be controlled, conquered, or volatile. Are you for red, green, or blue juice? How about purple? Purple drink. Yeah. Which is basically just blue and red combined. Yeah. But I guess, I don't know, I guess I'll go blue. I don't know, I prefer factual arguments, but I already have the two factual dudes on my side. Mountain Dew is green though, so if I go factual again, won't I just get the two of them again, or they might just lower their hands at the guys. I think I might just go mocking.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
Mirabelle, that's the name of his gun. So don't use her for flying machines, use her for weapons instead. power to drink it, we would feed it to you. And these kinds of arguments never really work. Not quite. And I already got the mocking people on my side. I guess I'll go raging. Coward's trinket, we would feed it to you.
What?
That's
my
it.
monocle must be fond. I can't see anyone in my favor.
Nah.
It appears they've reached a consensus against you, Sir Roderick.
Oh, that was easy.
Clearly these people are incapable of fairly comparing one of their own to an outsider. This is a farce.
See, and once he loses, he says yeah. You decided the rules, homie.
Then perhaps it was my mistake to think you would be open to anything other than your own backwards ideals. Pah! I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debate, but true honor is decided on the dueling field.
Bet. You're armed with explosives, though.
Pah! Do you shrink from the challenge? This is how true leaders of the battlefield fight. Rise up or step aside.
Alright, fine.
The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it.
Right.
Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of.
Punches and kicks.
Quickly now, Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, is not one to let a duel grow stale on the vine.
Right. All I really need to do is save my game. I'll talk to this guy.
Your debate with the Outlander showed great understanding and intelligence. I hope you are equally proficient at combat. If you can beat him in combat, he will have to acknowledge that he is no match for the best of the Jade Empire.
Can I expect a reward for facing
The Jade Empire values all those who stand up in the face of adversity. The Ministry of Culture will reward you, I promise.
I thought you ran an inn. Culture.
If we want to prove our worth to him, we must face him on his terms, as stilted as they may be.
I guess so.
Personal combat takes many forms. If that is the weapon that defines him, who are we to say he should not use it? Of course, I suggest that you use every advantage you have as well.
Well, I do have this whole focus mode thing, so...
I'm sure it will be a spectacular battle.
Close enough.
Good luck.
That won't get exploded like the dude before. So the sword, welcome to the stream, homie. How's the stream chicken on Strix? We just finished our debate with Sir Roderick von Fondelbottom, the great magnificent bastard, voiced by John Cleese himself. How goes the playthrough of Empire Jade Tattoo Kotoy MC lookalike?
Ah, there
exactly
you are.
what
well,
I just
are
described.
we ready for this duel?
And now
or
I have to
are you
beat
going
him.
to slink away
And
again?
he's armed with a musket. Let's do this.
Good. Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows.
Indeed.
I envy you. You are about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world. There will be pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
Because you're so very British. Oh, wow.
You can't
get out of here! Oh, bugger! Wow, I remember this being a lot harder. What the hell just happened? Faces beneath the plant.
That was a fine display of skill.
Dude, all I did was sidestep and roll towards you.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick.
within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I
The
tell
River
you.
Kwai, yes.
I supposed I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you.
Yes, the holy hand grenade of
Regardless,
Antioch.
you have beaten me. That's a point
1,
of honor
2,
I cannot
5.
deny.
Teresa, 3. You can carcass. The box man, welcome to the stream, homie. How's this swim with tricks? We just beat the piss out of John Cleese. And his Britishness.
Well, there's no other thing for it. Intended or not, you've earned a reward from me. The unsuccessful combatant in a duel must arrange a worthy gift for the victor.
Eat. British.
I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter.
A lot of asses in England, apparently. Yeah, I prefer something useful. Your weapon, for example.
Mirabelle is yours. Treat her well. She's a finicky lady.
And she's also a gun.
Right. Percival, fluff my traveling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
Yes, fluff his trousers. Percival. Alright, young man. Style gained. Mirabelle.
A well-fought
Gun and
victory
gun.
against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt,
You
but the Ministry of
certainly are.
Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it.
I certainly have. Say, I certainly deserve more than this.
I control a very limited treasury. To give any more would call attention to what has happened here.
Scampering off. I saved the reputation of the Empire. Such an example deserves special favor, does it not?
A very good point.
Yes.
Here, take this.
There you go.
I should know not to barter with a master debater.
Yes, there you go. Auditor Dark, welcome to the stream, homie.
Do you disagree?
How's the swing? What's
I've never seen such a cunning linguist. It is money well spent. Compensation because my own diction came up short.
Diction? Eek. This guy's just laughing at him. Wow. UK British think dude got KO'd. Yeah, something like that. All I did was like take a short step to the right, jump towards him and start beating the shit out of him. And it worked. All he could do was scream, bloody hell! Ha Oh, pip pip, cheerio. Hello, governor. Oh, that was terrible. Aren't I looking for someone else? No way. I was looking for some other bitch. Some actor bitch. What is in you? That's racist? Come on.
Hello there, traveler.
People are
Forgive
constantly
my
doing
forwardness,
British
but I
accents.
noticed your arrival earlier while I was at the tavern. That flying machine of yours is truly a marvel.
Sure is.
I actually have a design for a new prototype flyer, and I hope to get funding to build it one day. The other scholars aren't interested in my inventions, though.
Oh, they're probably not. Do Jade Empire character creation feature like other Bioware RPG games? No. Jade Empire doesn't have a character creation. It has set characters that you can pick from.
Me? You want to ask me something? Well, sure, I'd be glad to help you if I can.
The
What would you like to
solution
know?
to every problem is Dark Souls. Who knew? Be solution.
Oh, I'm Scholar Zenyu. I'm one of the newer scholar elites. I was
Right.
actually born in the poor quarter, but my uncle brought me here when I was only 10.
Yeah, I'm looking for an actor.
He knew I would never have a chance at a real life unless I had some proper schooling. I've lived here with him ever since.
Pawn artist. Alright, bye. I guess it's not you.
All right then. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. He's supposed to be a master of disguise.
Yes,
Come closer. Can I see who you are? Is that you again, Senji? No, it's not. I can tell by your breath. Please come no closer. What is it wrong with old Zendao? I want to get back to my meditation before I pass away from old age. That's just a question. All day long and besiege with questions. Master, what does the 7 dictate? Master, how do you achieve inner peace? Master, when is dinner? It's a wonder that I get any peace at all. Oh, go on. Be quick about it. No, it's not him.
You're weird.
Why? Philosopher Zhao? Again, is that a Pomeranian?
Greetings and welcome to the Scholar's Garden.
Do what?
I am Philosopher Zhao, one of the many masters you will see here during your visit. I see by your accoutrements that you are not from the Imperial City. I hope your visit here is one of fulfillment and success. As sagacious Tien once said, more valuable than silk are new friends in a foreign land. If you need anything, I will be glad to assist you.
Sorry to hear. I always like to play with black protagonists in Star Wars KOTOR and in Mass Effect. I guess it's impossible in Jade Empire. I don't know. I mean, apparently, I mean, my mom says there's a lot of black people in China. I actually say that. That's a joke from South Park. But yeah, no, there actually isn't that many black people in China. And Jade Empire is based off of, you know, ancient Chinese mythology, culture. So, I mean, there's darker skin tones, but not a lot of black people in China. A lot too. Not that many black people in China, no. So I mean, you can find the dude with the darker skin tone and play him, but apart from that, I'm not sure I can help you. Maybe there's a mod out there, you know, that will let you, you know, they'll add characters to the game. Maybe you can play as Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, might be able to look into that. Easier Adesanya is Chinese technically. Isn't that the MMA fighter?
As sagacious Tien once said, kind words and respectable attire are seldom a sign of true character. Only deeds reveal the intent of the soul. I am glad to help you in any way I can. I am honored that you would ask me, though I must warn you, the teachings take a lifetime to learn and cannot be taught in a day.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Perhaps I could explain the core principles of Tien's teachings. I could recite the history of Tien if you like.
He called himself the Black Dragon? Israel Adesanya. Oh, okay. For a moment I thought you were talking about Sam Jackson. This guy.
As you wish. With luck.
Yeah, but... What's this? Yeah.
A triumph all around. This outlander cannot...
Guy seems way too old. What? Oh, I didn't see you there. This magnificent sculpture takes all of my attention, I'm afraid. Is there something I can help you with? Who are you? I am the master excavator on the Valley of the Sprightly Stones. I'm here to oversee the installation of this fine specimen of rock. I apologize if sometimes get excited when speaking about one of our grandest treasures. The valley is truly remarkable. Alright, now here we go now. Seems to be a floating rock carved into a face of, I assume, the Emperor. Tien, like DBZ? No, that's Tien Shinhan.
I hope you're not here to pester me. I'm a very busy, important, and educated man,
How do I
you know.
feel about Akira's passing? I was, shocked. Kinda. He wasn't really that old. But, come to find out he died from something. I don't remember what, but... Yeah, no, I mean... I think that's the whole reason we ended up on yesterday's stream. We ended up talking about cartoons for like an hour and a half instead of playing the game because Akira Toriyama was brought up. It was a blood clot, yeah. And hey man, I grew up at first watching Dragon Ball Z in Spanish. Yeah, Dragon Ball Zeta. Absolutely. On channel 3, coming out of Venezuela, I think. It was, you know, it was being transmitted. And I still maintain to this day that the best dub of Dragon Ball Z is not the English one, it's not the Japanese one, it is the Spanish dub. The Spanish dub is superior. It truly is. Those Spanish voice actors, massively underrated. Try it. Try it. No. I'm not. You think I'm? Try it. Find it. Look it up. Dragon Ball Z in Spanish is peak. No, not Bruce. I'm not talking about the soundtrack. I'm talking about just the voice dubbing, the voice acting. Peak Spanish. I don't even understand Spanish, mostly. I understand enough of it to understand, what's going on. But no, when people talk about sub versus dub, and they choose one over the other, they're plebs. Those people are plebs. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. It depends. Sometimes sub, sometimes dub. Mostly depends on genre. Sometimes the dub is good. Sometimes the dub is superior, and not always if it's in English. Like Spanish, I already said DBZ, the Saber Marionette, another franchise that works better in Spanish. See, here we are talking about cartoons again. I mentioned yesterday, I've seen Neon Genesis Evangelion in English, Japanese, Spanish, and Portuguese. That was a weird ass time, but it was a weird ass channel called Locomotion that allowed me to watch these things. Kentaro Muere also passing away pretty young, yeah. Oh, man. Damn, what was his name? The guy that made Yu-Gi-Oh! Also passed away. I know that's probably pretty amazing, but I don't know if it's better than Funimation. I mean, just the English dub of Dragon Ball Z itself. There's the Funimation dub. There's the Ocean dub. And there's the dub that they had back in the day for, what was it? Was it like, I think it was for Sci-Fi TV or something? Where they were calling Piccolo big green Super Space Warriors and shit. I thought you were Dutch. No. I'm Dutch by nationality, but I was born and raised on Curacao, which is an island in the Caribbean, off the coast of like miles off the coast of Venezuela, which I guess technically falls under the continent of South America, and that's how we ended up with all those Spanish channels. But yeah, I'm a dragon indeed. Is this have you spotted anyone acting suspicious here?
Suspicious?
Yeah.
Oh, heavens no. Everyone here is extremely legitimate and completely normal. Yes, indeed.
Right. Even the Outlander?
Well, no, not him. He, of course, isn't usual in the usual, sense. Not at all.
No, not really.
Everyone else,
not
though,
in that sense,
is perfectly legitimate.
I'm not even doing that anymore. I have actually some general... What studies that keep you so busy?
All manner of studies. The history of dramatic systems, applied theology, and, celestial integration. All of these are vital pursuits of knowledge.
The zombie voice lines in Resident Evil 4.
Not that you would understand such lofty matters.
But no. My mother tongue is not Spanish. There's some Spanish in it, but a lot of people from where I come from speak Spanish because of, telenovelas and whatnot, but I was never able to grasp it very much. But nah, my mother tongue is not Spanish. My mother tongue is Papiamento, which has some Spanish in it, has some Portuguese in it, has some English in it, has some Dutch in it. It's a culmination of tons of stuff, It came around due to slavery. Yes, it was a mechanism that was developed by slaves in order for them to communicate because, they all came from all different places on the west coast of Africa. And so they were like, well, how the hell are we going to talk to each other? And eventually, you know, they came up with this language. Picking it up from various individuals who, you know, picking up words from various individuals who would come to the island to purchase slaves. And here we are. It's what they would call a Creole language. Yeah, why don't you tell me more about the history of dramatic systems?
Well, you see, drama can be broken down into several systems, and I study the history of those systems over time, how they've changed, and that sort of thing.
I wish I could speak Spanish fluently. Yes. Latino women are very good looking. But alas, I don't. Not speak. Can you outline these systems for me?
Well, there's the new system, of course, but everyone knows that.
I think this is
then
the guy.
we have the old system, which, as you may surmise, is no longer in use. That's a brief summary of my latest work, at any rate.
Am I correct that the same Papiamento language is spoken in Suriname? Suriname? I mean, all the Surinamese people I've ever interacted with spoke Dutch. I think they do have, like, their own developed language as well. But I think I've heard it a few times, but it never sounded like Papiamento. Although the Papiamento I speak is, instead of an O, it's a U at the end. Papiamento is, I think basically what they speak on Aruba, which is basically the same language with just a few small changes. Like, for example, in my Papiamento we use K, the letter K, and they use the letter C instead. Also, they speak with a funny accent. Yeah. But I mean, they would probably say the same about us. But then again, we would both probably agree that the people from Bonaire speak Papiamento with a funny accent, because they do. They speak it it sounds as if they're singing all the time, which is pretty funny.
Oh, it's all very complex, and I really don't feel like describing it to you at any length. That's how you know I'm a scholar, you see.
Really?
An unwillingness to share all the information I have.
That's very convincing. You're creative, you're calm, aren't you?
Of course not. I'm... dread.
Yeah.
This isn't working at all.
It's not.
How did you know?
We're kind of stumbling over your... Yeah. Your studies, weren't very convincing.
You're here to hunt me down, then.
Yes, I am.
Lord Rento has it in for me, and I figured it would come to this.
It did come to this, yes.
I don't suppose running would do me any good.
No, I'm very fast. Yeah, how did someone of your skill manage to call a noble anyway?
I was unjustly accused.
Yeah, that's what his wife said.
I simply petitioned Lady Rento for some silver to support me as an actor. Patronage, it's called. She agreed, but her husband flew into a rage when he found out, and now I have a death sentence on my head. It's not fair. And if you were a decent person, you'd help me get out of this city instead of taking me in. It's the only way I'll get clear of Lord Rento's wrath.
How the hell am I gonna do that? You have any proof that you're falsely accused?
You need more proof than my pathetic attempt to pose as a scholar? How about the fact that Lord Rento was out of town when I bilked him? Not that anyone but Lady Rento will confirm that for you.
Right.
Still, it should be apparent that I'm not some great confidence man.
I mean, his wife did corroborate these claims. What do I get if I help you?
I'll admit that I can't match the bounty on my head, but I could give you half of what they're offering.
Half?
I have an idea how I could get out of the city, too.
Nothing, I guess. Alright, fine. I guess
We should go see Captain Sen right away if you're sure. Is now a fair time to go down to the gate to get me out of here?
Not right now, no.
I understand. Attend to whatever else you had to do. And if you're still willing to help me, come back and see me.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. how old you was when you first played Star Wars KOTOR and what feature of the game gave it a special place in your heart. Well, the twist, obviously, that, you know, I was the dude all along. The first time I played Star Wars KOTOR, I was 13, 14 years old, I guess, yeah. Back in like, yeah, 04, I think, yeah. And of course, you know, the big twist ending, you know, like just like everybody else. Never saw that one coming. Everything, yeah. And just very interesting characters. At that point, I had never played. I don't think at that point I've played a game with, like, I guess, such in-depth party members. You know, with all their different personalities and backstories to explore and such. Have I? No. At that point, I never have. Unless maybe you count Final Fantasy X. But Final Fantasy X never really gave you specific opportunities to just speak to specific party members at a time. Yeah, no. I still really like Final Fantasy X though. Also liking this game as well. But I'm also very tired and I like to go get some sleep. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. And tomorrow I'll be back playing this game again until we finish it. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired. I'm getting some sleep. Hopefully I'll see you guys around here again. I finished the game 130 times. Jesus. But yeah, until then, ladies and gentlemen, you guys take care of yourselves. And thank you again for the generous donation. And views, likes, subscriptions, views, follows, all that good stuff. And until then,